Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for all the new subscribers. I'm so delighted to have you here. Welcome, and also thank you very much to my older subscribers who've been with me for years and years and helped me to keep the channel alive. So delighted that you're all here, very honoured. Thank you. So today I want to talk about something that you may or may not have thought of, that may or may already be part of your life, I don't know. But it's this. I'll dive straight in. And I'll say this. I believe that we all love. I really believe that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And why is this so important? Well, I don't know about you, but I feel like I went into lockdown 3 years ago and I've come out into a world that I don't recognize. And it's very disturbing. And the only sure thing that I found, well, not the only sure thing, but the thing that gives me hope and wonderful other positive emotions is love. And the fact that we are all love. So, you know, it's interesting because I'm surrounded by people who are sort of an age now where they go, oh, I want to have children and I haven't found someone yet, or, you know, I've worked my whole life and I've not really made relationships and that's what's now important, and, you know, stuff like that. And I think we can all, to some extent, relate to that, can't we? But here's the thing. I think if we just understand that something as momentous as love isn't outside of ourselves, you know, and this is the problem, isn't it? We chase it, we search for it outside of ourselves without realizing that it's actually here. It's been here all along. It lives inside us. We are it. We are the love, you know. And so when I speak to these friends of mine and I say, well, you know, you are the love, they go, what do you mean? I want a lover. How can I be my own lover? Well, you can, in the sense that you love yourself. And when you do that, your energy changes, doesn't it? I mean, I'm sure you know this, right? Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, for example, you feel like all the joys of spring has happened all at once. And life is just wonderful. You can't always know why, but everything seems to just slot in together very easily, the whole day is easy. And things that would normally floor you are even okay to deal with on those days, right? And I think people call that the flow state. But what I feel is that you are then in alignment with your energy and the energy of the universe, the frequency of the universe. Because let's face it, the universe is the most creative power, isn't it? I mean, it's created, you know, everything, hasn't it? So it's like all the planets, everything, you, me, everything. And I feel that is what love means. The universe is love. We know this. We can feel it. It's overwhelming. And we are that too. We are that powerful too. So if that's true, and it is, we know it is, my question to you today is this. How do you show up in the world as love? What do you do? How are you being to be love in the world? And the reason I think it's so important, and this is why I write about it in every single one of my books, I think it's extremely important. Why? Because if we understand that I'm love, you are love, everybody around us actually is love, no matter how ridiculous they can behave sometimes, they are love. Inside them, they are love. If we can all understand that, all accept that, then things like jealousy and competition and envy and greed and war will disappear because there will be no need for it. What do you think? This is why I'd love to know your comments. You know, I read them all. As I said, I'd love to hear what you think. because I think it's such an important thing to think about and to start being in the world, you know. I really believe that. And if it starts with each one of us, it really does. I know I probably sound a bit woo-woo now, and you probably think, wait a minute, she writes about romance and stuff. Yeah, I do, but I also write about more spiritual things, and those of you who've read some of my books would know that. And I think it is so important that we start looking at that because, as I said, I feel very strongly, and I don't know if you do the same, that we went into lockdown in one way, in a world that we kind of knew and were comfortable with, and we've woken up in one that feels very uncomfortable, that's almost alien. Well, to me anyway. I don't know if you feel the same. I'd love to know. So thank you so much for watching this very short video. I hope that some of my ideas may have stimulated some thought in you, but you may already be doing these things, and I'd love to then know what you think and tell me what you feel is a good way forward. But I think we need to do something because the world cannot remain the way it is. I mean, okay, apart from all the natural disasters, just look at what's happening. It's crazy. I think we need to do something. We need to be different in the world than we've ever been before. And maybe this is one way. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next video. And until then, mwah!